You know, I don't know how Dominic goes on to all these different media for all the way from Australia, you know. Hey, AZ is first again.
What's up, David?
Dominic goes on to all these different. Got to mute Paul. Got to mute Paul. Let's pin the invite.
Talked to Hodges this morning and
Oh, haven't heard a word. He's a little busy beaver for sure. Okay, so we should be good to go. You still got your Saturday night tech up behind you.
oh, hold on.
That's nice looking.
It was just a thumbnail I made for it. Just to label the ones I've already done. I went back and relabeled a bunch of them. That's what I was gonna check. See if it switched the name of that last night. I fucking completely forgot. to.
Garth, it was Mia and then a couple of people from, I don't know, somewhere that had come there. A group of people were down by the water and they came over and started talking to me and he flies a drone and he's thinking about trying to apply to get on a crew on a freighter. He wants, but he's hesitant to switch jobs, you know, so. Nice people. And his either his wife or girlfriend was giving me a lot of attention, so.
Yeah. That. Oh,
Yeah, you meet a lot of nice people down in the water. Did they show it on the camera on the Stream Time Live? Is that how you knew?
I've got to do some editing this afternoon. I got 3 different. I got enough footage for 3 different videos. I got to work on them. Almost done. Come on. There. Got that one uploaded. Ah. Ah. Oh, there's Laura's brother, Mark.
That's Laura's brother.
Yeah, that's her brother and her real brother.
Huh.
He comes on our live stream sometimes. David said whereas Hodges, he was wasted last night, too many drinks at the party.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. What's up, Mike? All right. Yeah, kind of quiet this morning.
Yeah.
Mark said my stepbrother Justin. Yeah, I see. I think Dennis was the only one that went live this morning, huh?
Yep.
I didn't see Rodney or anybody else. Although Rodney said he's been really busy the last couple months, so he has to keep canceling his show.
Well, that's what usually happens is life gets in the way. The best paid plans,
See a Skeeter. Ooh, what is this? I'm gonna have to save Sam's video later. Free screen recorder. I'll have to check that one out. What's up, Ron?
Morning, guys.
Hey, good morning, Ron.
How's everybody today?
Another day in paradise, supposedly. How's the weather there, Ron?
A little chilly this morning, but it's sunny.
Okay, I wish we had the sun. As you can see here, it's hazy, cloudy, rainy. Ugh.
Mm.
Just a yucky kind of day.
I've been up for a couple hours, and every day I'm studying my route of travel and time. And
Are the kids out there?
oh yeah, there was about a dozen of them out there this morning. What's so funny, Dustin or Justin?
Oh my god, dude. Hold on. I'll show it to you. Watch this. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Oh my god. I swear these things are getting stupid. Ugh.
They're having fun with it.
Yeah, it's almost getting old.
Yeah.
Everybody's writing the same thing.
Well, last night I went down by the water and I was sitting. I flew a ship, and this is afterwards. The camera's panning, okay, and I'm sitting right here, and there's a couple of people from this car, I believe, who came over and were talking to me and were interested in what was going on, and I had the side windows over there. I had the windows down, and they were petting Mia, and Garth asked who that was with me last night. And they weren't really with me; they were just there. See, there they are. They're leaving. They were interested in the Nano
No,
because he has a drone he flies. So
Where's JD been? I haven't seen him.
JD's been busy, I don't know, doing his own thing, I guess.
Let's see if the critters are still feeding out there. There, one pregnant mom is, well, she's bitchy this morning. Whew.
You
Really?
talking about,
Yeah, she's getting all cranky with the others.
are you talking about JD?
Well, him too.
He was actually in my chat last night.
Are they?
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been really scarce even in the chats lately. Like he went a minute there without seeing him.
Well, you know, that's what happens, you usually settle down when you get married.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. God dang it.
What?
Oh, I got a fucking yard of turkey.
Oh,
don't-
look at there.
I don't want them here. Get.
No?
Why? What do they do?
Oh, they make a mess all over. Hear them?
Go out there and chase them.
I might. Go away.
Yeah, they're super scarce.
There they go.
ain't
Look at them run.
Get.
Need to get you a bullhorn.
Don't let them eat your corn. Shitheads.
Will they just like walk up in between the deer and start eating it?
Yeah.
I was a deer, I'd kick the shit out of them.
Must be full. You guys are still hungry though.
Like I said, look at that fresh dusting of snow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they would need to be brushed, don't they?
What's up, Russell?
Yeah.
Now, what in the wild, would they run through the bushes or whatever and it would strip it off or?
It just eventually, yeah, wears off.
Yeah, they're looking rough. That one was looking
Yeah.
real rough.
That one, yeah, it almost like got mange. Yeah, I think she's pregnant right there.
Yeah. Looks like it. Good morning, Russell. How you doing?
Mike said they're shedding their winter coats.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
God, what JDS post now? Another 30-minute video.
Another
Oh.
first.
Oh, 16-minute video this time. Oh, he bought another jet. Little RC jet.
Cold out here. See you guys.
I want that jet that frickin' Max 420 has, that frickin' F-22. I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
care to. I don't even care to fly it. I'd just like to have it as a wall hanger, man. That thing's cool looking.
Damn it.
See, I when I first got in, I think I told you about my first copter was a single rotor on top and a tail rotor. And I just didn't like the gas aspect, having to fuel it up and the glow plugs and all that kind of stuff. And all of those new RC jets and stuff, they got to have the same kind of situation. You're not running those on electric, you know.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that Max have are all electric.
Really?
Yeah, his aren't the little turbine ones.
Oh, they're not the turbine? Okay.
Max pays like, I think that F-22, I wanna say he got it for. Was it like, I think it was like 500 or 600 bucks. If that was a gas powered one, he'd have paid a few thousand easy.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, those small turbine engines, they put in those bigger gas jets that you see them flying.
Oh, yeah.
They're $6,000 or $7,000 a piece.
Well,
Night Train says print one, Justin.
Fucking, I tried printing that one F-22. That thing was a bitch. Yeah, see, like, look at this fucking thing right here, right? Yeah, get to your NFL ad. Oh, come on.
Your ads appear across the Google.
That's fucking badass.
It's an old Warthog, isn't it?
Yeah.
We used to have a squadron of Warthogs south of us here in Telford. That's just an RC Warthog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a gas turbine one though. But that's also like the size of me. That's not a small thing. Like, look right here, see? That's pretty good size.
yeah.
See, you know what I would have done? I would have built that gun in the front nose to have,
Blanks.
to shoot like BBs or something. Or like, airsoft pellets or something. That'd be pretty cool. Imagine just coming down and dusting the whole crowd with airsoft pellets. Oh yeah, for sure, Mike. You seen those guys with the fucking 747 RC planes that are like
Oh,
the
the big
size of a
ones? Oh,
car?
yeah.
Yeah, like the size of a damn car, man. You're talking about probably over 100 grand for one of those. It's an insane amount of money.
Well, that just goes to prove there's people that have that kind of money, you know. I don't know anybody like that, but
I think I might take the truck out today, Justin.
Just take it for a drive.
Yeah, the Amish called me and my bar stools are done.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to just take it out for a run and get the motor warmed up. And
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta take it down to mechanic here sometime soon, and I just like them to change oil and go over it, grease everything before the Canadian trip.
how far is it to go to the Amish thing?
About a half hour, 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's all country drive.
how do they get a hold of you? They just call you on the phone or what?
They have a phone booth, and
And yeah,
um
I've seen that.
it's yeah, Leroy called me the other day and left me a message, and question is, I don't know how to find them. So
What do you do? Got to go down there and ask around?
yeah,
You don't know where he lives at or where he's working at it?
no, I just know where his shop is at. But you can go to anybody. I think I know where his dad's at.
Huh.
He lives about 3 or 4 miles from the shop. He took over for another guy that moved out to Wisconsin, I think. But yeah, these wooden bar stools are pretty nice.
What are you getting them for? Your kitchen or something?
Yeah, just for the kitchen here.
Yeah, okay.
I have these. No, the previous owners went away. I think these chairs were in my old house. I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those shitty ass cheap bar stools you buy at the store and shit.
Walmart.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, after about 6, 8 months of continuous use, they start getting loose and then start wobbling and falling apart.
Mm. Yeah.
I bet you those Amish bar stools would last 20 years easy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They make stuff pretty good.
That's why it's who made Sarah's mom's kitchen table was the Amish.
Really.
Yeah, her grandma was Sarah's grandma had a whole bunch of friends back when she was alive that were Amish. They actually went and stayed with some of them when Sarah was a little kid. Went and stayed a week with one Amish family.
Oh really?
I've always wanted to drive through Amish country, but I've never been up that way. I mean, I've been through Pennsylvania. I just never been through that area of it.
Yeah. It's it's like regular farmland, and you got horse and buggies going up and down the highway, and for the most part, they're pretty good. They're not quite the innocent little folks that they like to try and have you believe.
I can imagine there's a lot of false stereotypes about them.
There is.
Because there was a guy that went through, he did a video on YouTube. He did this like little mini documentary of him going to this Amish town in Pennsylvania. And, you know, one of the big stereotypes was like they're kind of don't like outsiders and all this other stuff. But all the guys he met, you know, while he was in their town, they were super friendly with him.
Yeah,
Really
they're all
nice.
but I think the ages of like 14 to 18 is when they have that Rumspringa.
Yeah.
It's that period of time they give them, I think, a whole year to go out and experience the English world.
And decide
And if
whether
they
they want to
choose
stay.
if they choose that they like that better, then they are shunned from coming back to the community.
Well,
Yeah.
and then there's the ones with like the Mennonites. Those are the ones that have kind of integrated more of the newer technology.
Yeah.
You'll actually see them walking with cell phones and shit.
Hmm.
Like they've kind of integrated a little bit of it.
It's kind of neat when you can tell. I don't know what time of year that is, whenever that Rumspringa is, but they you can tell when it's going on because the little Amish girls, they shave their legs, they smell perfume, they have cell phones. Oh yeah.
We used to have a group come into the Walmart when I was a manager there, and I don't know what they were, but they looked Amish Mennonite. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know of any Amish community around here. So I've asked a bunch of people who've lived here for a long time, and they've never been able to tell me if there is one. So I don't know if it's just a small family that just happens to live here by themselves, lives in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. I mean, they were not a small family because they would always show up in this big ass 16-passenger van, and there'd be like 30 of them in there, crammed in
Yeah.
there.
Well, they do. They hire drivers.
Well, that's why I was just kind of on the fence of I think they might have been Mennonite because they actually drove the van,
Oh,
and they would be like an old elder dude would be driving.
Good
yeah.
morning,
And then
Marshall.
Shit ton of them would get out of the van and go into Walmart, and they would actually the only two places they would hit up in Walmart is they would go to the sewing and fabric section, and they would go to the fishing section, and they'd buy a lot of fishing gear,
Oh yeah.
like lures and weights and different things like that. Those were the only two departments they'd go to.
Yeah.
They would always come in, go to those two areas, get a bunch of fabric and, you know,
Mhm.
sporting good shit, and then they would be out.
Yeah. I remember when I first moved to the Philadelphia area, I was living out in what they call Chester County, not far from where Tim used to live. And they were filming that right at the time. They were filming that movie, The Witness, with Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah. And they were pretty much up in arms. They didn't like all the recognition and all the crowded people and, you know, wanting to see the movie sets. And what was funny was lived in a little town called Parksburg. one of the nurses there, kind of helped me out. I lived with her and her husband for about a year. I rented a room from them. And, it was kind of a win-win. Her and her husband like to travel a lot. And so I would be there at the house and take care of things while they traveled. And I remember, one Sunday morning, it was beautiful. They asked me, "Hey, can you mow the grass while we're gone this week?" Sure. I jumped on the tractor, had suntan lotion on, had a beer, went out to mow the grass, and the Amish lady next door come over and gave me all kinds of crap.
Hey, Bill Newfound.
Sunday is the Lord's day and we do not work. And I'm like, my thought was, not on your property, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to raise any shit in the community, so I put the tractor away.
I don't know. I probably would have kept mowing, but I'm just a dick like that. I don't like people confronting me with shit like that.
Yeah.
That lady came over to our house a couple weeks ago to give us that paperwork about, she said, because our dogs are barking during the daytime, that the neighborhood is not peaceful anymore. I just fucking old crabby ass lady. I walked over and knocked on her front door. I told her, I said, how is the neighborhood not peaceful no more? Because my dogs are outside during the daytime and they bark every, a little bit here and there.
Hmm.
She couldn't give me a real answer to why she thinks it's so bad. And I just went to fuck off on her and I threw the paperwork at her feet and I said, keep your shit off my property.
Ooh.
Ever since then, she hasn't come over here. She hasn't talked to us. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, people are something else.
I tried my best to get along with everybody here, like the two neighbors out back. They're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
have you seen that dog you painted yet?
I honestly think it was somebody. I said there's that RV campground right up behind me here. It's about 200-300 yards up. And I honestly think it was somebody.
Just in there.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, you're not home enough to really piss your neighbors off anyway.
I know.
I mean, you'd have to be doing some really wild shit for a single dude in a big house to piss off his neighbors. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's one thing you got like a big ass family running around, kids outside and all that kind of makes more of a stir,
Yeah.
but you'd have to be doing some wild shit to piss your neighbors off. They don't get mad about you feeding the deer though, right? I know some people get like that.
No, they all feed them too.
'Cause I know Paul gets shit for feeding the squirrels from your neighbors, don't you?
Yeah.
You've gotten shit from your neighbors about that?
Really, Paul?
Oh, not directly, just indirectly.
Wonder how come.
Well, they're across the street, kitty cornered me. He's kind of a lawn freak. He's out there, just makes sure everything's just perfect, and
Mm.
and the little critters go over there and bury nuts in his property. So
Yeah, but even if you weren't feeding them, what's to say they naturally wouldn't do that anyway? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like there's just probably something about his property that they like. I like when the squirrels run on the back fence and they piss Bo off, man. He goes running back and forth at him.
He goes crazy.
Oh yeah, dude, they like getting up on the top of the fence and running back and forth, teasing the dogs.
Kind of like going na 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 na.
And then one of them, it was funny, one of them was running with I don't know where the hell this squirrel got this piece of pizza from, but had a half a piece of pizza running down the fence and Bo was chasing it. The pizza and Bo fucking ate the pizza. The squirrel just comes running down the fence, a big old half of a big slice of pizza just running. but it was just too big for the squirrel and it ended up dropping it in the yard.
Dropped it.
And I was sitting on the back porch, all of a sudden I see Bo grab it and freaking just swallow it. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Where's Hodges this morning?
Don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do a whole lot today.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot going on, Ron.
Mm,
You know, there's periods of time when you know, I got the feeling as of right now, this is gonna be a very short stream. Because we only got 8 people watching, and we got people checking in, which is nice. AZ stopped by.
Marshall, Newfound Drone Production.
Bill's here, Newfound, yep.
Well, it's kind of
Idiot.
funny. Oh,
He was wasting.
it's kind of funny though, during the week, you'll have like, sometimes you'll get like 10 people come on a panel. But then it seems like Saturdays are always freaking just.
Well,
kinda
especially
dead.
Saturday morning, you know, it always is slow. You know, because there used to be some other people do Saturday mornings and they stopped because life happens and, you know, they weren't getting anybody on there with them. You know, quite frankly, if you and Ron hadn't, out of the goodness of your hearts, joined me, I wouldn't be on now.
Mm.
I don't mind coming on in the morning because I usually am not doing anything in the morning anyway, so. I can't ever seem to sleep past 8 o'clock, so
Yeah.
I could be up till 3 in the morning and I'll still be wide awake at 8.
Well, I was up and down all night last night, so I can't sleep.
I fell
What I
asleep.
found myself doing is, I think, you know, change the channel or something, fall asleep for an hour, wake up and the TV's still going. And then I'll stir and maybe go in the bathroom and come back and sit down, you know, flip the channel around to something else about 3 o'clock in the morning and fall asleep and wake up at 4 o'clock, you know, it's like.
AZ said Paul was out partying late last night.
Yeah, I did go and fly. I did a night one.
No, Hodges.
Yeah, I think he was talking about Hodges
Oh, Paul Hodges, yeah.
because he went out, did something last night, didn't he? Didn't he go out with some friends or something last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of videos to edit here in a little bit.
Well, that's the thing, you know.
I still got footage from last week I haven't edited.
I'll show you the one I did last night. It took me through to about midnight. Editing and everything else. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna show you 2 different ones. Because I went back and I lightened it up again. But I don't know if it's too light right now, but I'll show you the one I did last that I lightened up the first one. Screen share, there we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
Oh. Somebody asked Ron that like a week or 2 ago. You said you weren't going to, right?
Oh, heck no. I'm happy with the Mavic 2 for as little as flying as I'm doing anymore.
I know you hardly ever go out and fly anymore, huh?
I just, yeah. I might go out, it warms up a little bit. I haven't been out so much because I just don't enjoy going out when it's cold.
I mean, you've always seemed to be way more interested in your cameras than you are your drone.
Well, I do, but I like to mix it up, you know.
Like when you went out, yeah,
Do
what was it, a
breathe.
couple weeks ago to the mountains? Did you even take your drone with you?
Yeah, I took it, but
Didn't fly it?
never flew. I didn't even so much to see a squirrel. Well, I know that's right. I saw mama moose and the baby for about 4 or 5 seconds on the edge of the woods, and they went in, and that's it. Paul, do you like the movie maker? Do you have an opportunity to adjust the highlights, or just the
No.
exposure?
Movie Maker doesn't, you know, like clarity. Yeah.
Right.
It's very limited.
But it works for me because, you know, I hear the guys that like to edit, you know, they'll spend hours, if not days, on a video, and I'm doing 2, sometimes 3 or 4 ships a day.
Well, you're always trying to get them out the same day you're filming them too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
because otherwise it's old footage.
You would literally have to have, if you were doing professional editing, you'd have to be really good at it and quick, or you would have to have somebody that's doing it on a daily basis for you and pumping it out really fast.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first edit and see if you think it's too dark. I don't think, maybe I overdid it.
I mean, because to be honest with you, I'm sure Matt could do a 3 to 5 minute video in just a few hours. Like, it probably wouldn't take him that long to do, but
Screen share, here we go. Okay, this is the first run through I did. And then I reloaded it and increased the video.
Movie Maker's really only good for if you don't need to do any like coloring, anything like that. If you're literally just splicing a video up.
Which really, I don't think that looks bad either.
No, I kind of like it better, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like if you're somebody who just needs to cut up a video for a presentation or just something like that, Movie Maker's not bad.
But see, the colors and the clarity is better here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not as blown out. Yeah, I like that one better, Paul.
Maybe I should go back and put the other one on private, put this one in.
No, don't put it on private, just put it on unlisted and you can keep the views. That's what you do with the video. If you don't want people to see it, but you got a lot of views on it, just put it as unlisted. You'll keep the views, but it just won't be visible to anybody. But if the minute you put it on private, you lose all those views.
What I can do next, let me go back and I'll show you the raw footage.
We were like, I was talking last night, Ron, too. You know, like AZ said, to see what's going on with remote ID. I'd be kind of weary about investing in any new DJI drones, only for the simple fact is we don't know the,
Yep.
well, with the turmoil with China and the US right now, who's to say that they don't ban them overnight out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's always something everybody's got to be thinking about as well.
Here's the raw footage, no music or anything,
Holy shit, that's dark.
right out of the camera.
That's a lot darker.
Well, but if you notice, look at the detail you get better over here.
Oh, yeah.
I still would like to see what Matt could do with one of these.
But see, look at the dock. You can see inside that casino and everything else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And look at, you can see inside, that must be the captain's quarters or whatever. Or it's a lounge. You can see the TV on the wall. But look at the deck. Not, the lights aren't as blown out,
Right.
but I just thought it was too dark for video to be, you know.
It's definitely a lot darker because you can't even see the side of the ship.
And especially when I get up the other side of the bridge. But that's probably more natural view of what's down there.
Yeah, it's super dark.
But you can see much more detail.
Yeah, but the problem is there's so little detail because it's so dark.
Yep. It's a trade-off, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to see something in a specific area, this is fine, but like, look at the deck is all dark and
Oh, I wish you could send that file to Matt. I'd love to see what he could do with it.
there's apartment buildings across there.
Honestly, Matt could start a business just fucking editing people's videos, to be honest with you. I mean, you learn, if you know DaVinci that well, you could actually make some money doing people's videos for them.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's the different looks of that same video. But I think the second one, the one that's in between, is better, right, Ron?
Yeah, I like that one the best.
I mean, you don't even have to take the other one down. Just fucking re-upload the same video. Ain't nobody gonna care.
Well, I've already got it uploaded. What I do is I go in and I pull up the link and I change the links on all of them, all of the postings.
Oh, for sure, David. Especially if you're somebody that's not into editing, Nano's the way to go if you're not a big camera guy or understand the camera that well.
Well, as you put it last night, I'm really stupid on all this stuff, and
I didn't say you were stupid. I said you were electronically illiterate.
same thing.
Electronically challenged.
Yeah, but
It's just not your forte.
it's not. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't my thing.
Electronically retarded.
Oh my god.
That's the in or the how do I say the non-polite ways, non-political way.
But there's a lot of people out there that get away with just going by the basics of what they have. I mean, they don't really dive into it too deep. Whatever
See,
it
here's
might
my
be.
channel content, and this one is public, and I made that one private. The other one.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, you know, that that have smartphones that don't use 90% of the capabilities of it. They just have it to have it for phone calls and text messaging.
Yeah.
They just don't have an interest to dive into any of that.
Well, I think I'm gonna go grab a shower and
Okay, Ron, thanks for
Go on.
coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
go do some video editing.
Yep, I think we're gonna call it.
See y'all later.
Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again next time. Take care.
see you later.
Yep, bye-bye.